guys, Dave here. We're going to take a look at this today. This is the Nemi by Atmomixani, or Atmomixani, but I'll be referring to them as Atmomixani because I can't make that sound. So this is the Nemi by Atmomixani, and it is basically a mini Nemesis to all intents and purposes. Okay, this is same components as the Nemesis, works in exactly the same way as the Nemesis. The only difference is this is going to work in either 14500 or, as you see it here, 14650 mode. So this is the longer mode this works in, and you've got a little extension that fits in here. You can just about make out the line there where that's fitted. It's very, very nice, as you would expect, because anyone who knows the Nemesis and has used the Nemesis knows it's one of the best mechanical mods on the market. I've been using this with my Sophia. Got the long stainless steel tank on here, and I think it looks really cool. The Nemi is 17mm diameter, if I'm not mistaken, so there's not a huge range of atties that are going to fit perfectly on top. This is a really nice fit. I think it looks pretty awesome, and the vape that I'm getting from it is just, cannot fault it. I cannot fault it. I know I tend to wait until the end of the videos to give a real an overview on how it's been performing for me. But this is astounding, guys. It really is a fantastic vape, and I'm a big fan of 18650 mods for the fact that I like the way they perform, and I like the battery life that I get from it. Battery life is a big thing for me. 18350 mods are all well and good for when I'm home and vaping around the house. Anything I take out with me, it's got to be 18650, generally speaking. Okay. I've had a couple of 14500 mods in the past, really nice, like the compact size, but battery life was a bit of a killer. So unless you carried a lot of different batteries, you could get caught short with them. I don't know what is different about this, but I've actually been really surprised with the length of, or the vape time I've got from the battery. Being perfectly honest with you, I do tend to use it in 14650 mode, but I have used it in 14500 as well, and I've got a day from morning till getting home from work on a single 14500 battery. Now, I don't vape a whole lot through the day, probably 3 or 4 times throughout the day before I get home, but it's lasted me and it's performed excellently. In 14650 mode, I get tons of battery life out of it, actually. The 14650 that I've got in here at the minute, I'm just going to check what mAh it is. It is a 950 mAh battery, so not huge, but enough. And yeah, it's been working really well. So I'll take a vape from it, and you can see what we're dealing with. Just take the little locking switch off. Stunning, absolutely stunning vape. Not one for the cloud chasers on 14500, 14650 batteries, but if you just want a really stellar vape, then it is outstanding. What we'll do, we'll follow the usual kind of routine with my videos, where we'll go in and we'll take a look at it up close, show you all the components individually, how you put it together, how you get it ready to vape. We'll come back out and we'll have a little bit more of a chat, and then I'll let you guys go and stop taking up any more of your time. So I'll see you in the close-up in a sec, guys. So this is the little Nemi broken down into all of its component parts. When you receive it, it will come in this kind of black velvet pouch with the Atmomixani website on there and the steam train as well, if you can make that out on the camera. And this is everything you get and everything you need. So this is obviously your main tube, and this is in the polished finish. So you've got your Nemesis angel on the front here. On the back you have Nemi in the Nemesis font and your serial number, and then you've got some holes in here for battery venting. Threads are absolutely stunning, buttery smooth as you would expect. The next thing you have is this section, which is your little extension for when you want to use it in 14650 mode. This is your 510 connection, so your top cap, okay, which is brass, and you have this stainless steel airflow control. This sits on here like so, and you've got a little O-ring just holding that in place. And what this allows you to do is you can turn this around, and you've got two little indentations on the brass section here. If you line up the holes on the stainless steel ring with those indentations, which is quite difficult to do when it's off the mod, but much easier when it's on it. If you line them up, it will open up the airflow in here, and then you just adjust it as you want. It is a silver plated brass contact, and it's an adjustable 510 connection in that you screw that into here. I'll try and do this on camera. I find it easiest if you screw your ATI on so it's flush, and then tighten up your 510 connection so you've got it sat completely flush on there. So that's your top cap. You then have your switch housing. So we'll take a look at that now. This is your fire button. So you've got by Atmomixani on the bottom and the steam train. Your spring's going to sit in here, like so. And then you've got this little pin, which I will try and show you. There you are. And there's a cutout in the centre post. See, just at the bottom here. So that pin is just going to sit in there. And this section also has a little groove cut out in it. So that's going to sit, line it up with the pin, put that section on there, like so. And then you're going to want to screw in your little battery connection at the bottom, or the negative connection for the battery. Which again is a silver plated brass connection. And just make sure you've got that screwed down nice and snug. Like so. So that's how your switch will work. And then the only other section is this here, which is your lock-in ring. And that screws onto your main tube. If I get it on the right way. There we go. Put your switch in place. And what that will do is screw down to meet your switch and it'll stop it firing, and then just screw it up when you want to fire. Okay, so I'll show you in 14500 mode initially. Stick a little 14500 battery in there, put on the top cap, and then what you can do is, if you've got a little bit of battery rattle, you switch here, just tighten that up until it's sitting nice and snug against the battery. So there's no rattle there whatsoever. And that'll then fire nice and easily. So that's it in 14500. Let's put it into 14650. Nice and easy. Take out that little battery. Put in your much longer 14650 and add your little extension tube. Just like that. And then put your top cap on again. And then if it won't screw down quite flush, just loosen off the switch a little until your top cap's flush, and then readjust your switch for battery rattle, like so. That's it in 14650. So it's still not a huge mod. It will be pretty much, give or take a millimetre or so, the same length as your standard Nemesis in 18650 mode with the 14650 battery, but much thinner. So that is the Nemi broken down. I'll go back out to a wide angle shot and I'll see you there in a sec, guys. So as you can see in the close-ups, anyone who's got a Nemesis, it is exactly the same, just smaller. It's a Nemesis on a diet. It is basically the Nemesis's baby brother. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I received this from Replace Smoke, and they have it for €130, which is the same price I've seen it everywhere. It comes in this polished finish. I know it is available in a brushed stainless steel finish as well. Now this is the one with a sprung switch. I've got no issues with that whatsoever. I have a Nemesis 18mm Nemesis as well. That I've got magnets in the switch. You can get magnets for this. They are available if you want them. I've really not got any great desire to put magnets in it because the spring's working fine in this, but they are available. So €130, and I can't say enough good things about it. I really can't say enough good things about it. And there really isn't. I've sat and I've really racked my brains to try and come up with negatives on it, if any, because I like to try and give a balanced view, and I don't just want to give you, it is just my opinion, but I kind of want to look for what may people not like about it. I honestly don't know what there is about this that anyone couldn't or wouldn't like. Can't fault it. So big thank you to Elias at Replace Smoke for sending it out, and a big thank you to you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.